and then it gets to the time where she's about 20-something years old, and one of the town's most prominent figures gets murdered. And so they all look to the Marsh girl thinking that she did it. And so that's where I'm at right now.
Okay, what's the book called?
It's called Where the Crawdads Sing. They're making a movie about it now.
Really?
Yes.
Really? When's that supposed to come out?
Sometime in the next year, I think. But I'm already calling it. The book is going to be hands down 100 times better than the movie will ever be. The book itself is so picturesque, and it feels like you're really there when you're reading it. It's very, very good.
Okay, but it does have, it looks like, not the...
I really didn't recognize the cast when I looked at it.
I definitely know David Strathairn, whatever.
What's he in?
He is a, what do I very much remember him in? Oh, I do remember him in the Bourne series. I also remember him.
Spiderwick Chronicles.
Yes, he was in the Spiderwick Chronicles. Gosh, where do I remember him? Like, I definitely...
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
He's a big-time actor. He's been in so many different things.
Yeah, he was just in that Nightmare Alley movie that came out that's, like, huge this year.
Yeah, I mean, he's been nominated for Academy Awards, BFTA Awards, Critics' Choice Awards, 2 Golden Globe Awards, and 4 SAG Awards.
Very nice.
Yeah, very big-time actor. I'm surprised to see him in this with a cast that I don't know that too well.
Do you know who we are flying on the wings of tonight?
Yeah, I think it should be Curtis.
All right, we'll check in on that. But I just still don't think I know that actor, which is super surprising considering how critically acclaimed he is.
Yeah, no, I'm very surprised that you haven't seen him either. As
he's a Primetime Emmy Award winner for Outstanding Supporting Actor.
No, I remember what he's in. He's in We Are Marshall.
I'm not sure what that is.
It's a Matthew McConaughey movie where he's the head coach of Marshall. It's a whole big thing, but he has to basically he's like the head of the school board in it, and he's basically works directly with the coach trying to keep this football program alive.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Okay, very cool. Oh, he was in Godzilla King of Monsters.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that one. I have to watch it.
Oh, we should. I think that's one of the few Godzilla movies I've seen.
Yeah, really cool stuff. I mean, he's the one that I definitely recognize.
Yeah, I'm not too sure who the main actress is. I know she was just in Fresh with Sebastian Stan.
Okay.
She was just played his counterpart in that movie Fresh that just was released on Hulu. But
interesting.
I really haven't seen much of her work, but I think that because she is less of a known name, she'll portray the character better. Because
yeah, I kind of
it's supposed to be a recluse type of woman, like
the one actor that I see is like a really good actor, and the rest are kind of like people I'm not too sure about, and so it looks like they didn't just throw a star-studded cast to be able to create a book movie kind of thing.
No, I'm really liking how they went with it, and I do recognize one name, Taylor John Smith. I'm not exactly sure where I recognize him. I definitely know that face though. Oh, you get me. That is a super weird movie with Bella Thorne that he's in, but he gets stalked by Bella Thorne.
Interesting.
It's horrible, but he's a great
crazy.
actor, and he's super cutesy, definitely gonna be the heartthrob of the movie. That it's he's playing her main love interest. So that'll be super cute.
That will be super cool. But we do have a winner.
Absolutely, as Warden over at Shooter's Bar Fountain is taking home that must-go prize of $10 on this second game of Jackpot Hunter. But don't worry, we got 11 more games rolling your way to take home some of this great cash, and hopefully we can get this miner over $100 soon, so that very next game that ball count can increase for you.
We got a lot more than 11.
11 games.
Yeah, we have a lot more than 11 games.
Oh, we got 21 more games.
Yeah, we still got a lot of games left to get through this. So make sure you're still getting a roll, press, and play. We got a lot of Jackpot Hunters still left. We want to get that minor jackpot over $100 so it can click up. But if you guys want to stay up to date with everything, Pilot Games, or even know when we release a brand new e-tab, you got to go give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. Search up Pilot Games, and you'll see our logo. That way you'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details, details, reminders, big progressive player picks, and so much more, like a link tree that has links to bar locations, socials, pgl.world, everything you could need on that Facebook page. And you can even see the promo to our newest e-tab.
Absolutely, and so that is the hub of our information, and you guys can check out Blazing Wheels at any time you want to play and win some cash. Definitely check out our e-tab game, Blazing Wheels, as it was just released about a week and a half ago, and you can try your hand at winning some of those prizes, especially in that Blazing Wheel bonus round. Take home some scorching prizes.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff, but we run really good bingo all day long. You can
Absolutely.
win really huge prizes. Like in our first game, Twins Bingo. We were not able to give out that jackpot today, and so it's just went and grown throughout all of Monday. Tuesday, going to be even bigger than the $15,000 jackpot that it started off today at, and we're going to be doing that from tomorrow all the way from 12 to 1 o'clock, and you guys can do it for a 25-cent card. You just have to win it in 52 balls or less.
Absolutely, and that segues right into the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter, and that runs from 1 to 4. It's a lot of fun. You definitely should try your hand at it. We have awesome prizes all day on those games. The minor, major, and mega are always on the line during that time, and that minor is awesome because no matter when it goes out, every $50 increment, that 52 ball count increases by 4.
Yeah, definitely some really, really fun stuff. After those Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition, we get into the happy hour. That's what you guys are playing right now. We started off this happy hour with a game of Lucky 4 Bingo. Unfortunately, not able to give out our jackpot, but
That's okay.
But it creeped over $7,000 while we were growing it up. So you guys are going to have another shot at that $7,000 jackpot at 6 o'clock. While you guys are waiting for that 7 o'clock shot at it, 6 o'clock shot at it, you guys are going to be playing a bunch of games of Jackpot Hunter. We have all these great prizes for you. Even that minor prize is close to clicking up from 52 to 56.
Absolutely, and hopefully we can do so in this next game if it doesn't go out here, but we have awesome prizes on the line. As you can see, that major's at $3,414 and that mega at $100,000.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff. But we are now getting, we are in a game number 3 of Jackpot Hunter, correct? And so we'll see if we can give out this prize. But we also have more bingo.
Absolutely, and so tonight you guys should definitely check out some Skull Bingo after that second round of Lucky 4, as you get a full 4 hours uninterrupted tonight, so definitely check that out. We have a line prize of $140 starting out our night at 10 balls or less, that large frame at $4,904 at 43 balls or less, and that coverall prize at $10,706 at 50 balls or less.
Yeah, and you got to come out tonight because it's going to be uninterrupted tonight. But tomorrow it is going to be interrupted because we got a MegaSota game night. It starts at 6:40 every single Tuesday. A bunch of PGL action as well as a jackpot jungle coverall that you could take home $3,243 in if you win it in 54 balls or less.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a lot of fun, so you guys should definitely try your hand tomorrow night for that MegaSota game night. But on Wednesday, you guys can try your hand at that Wild Wednesday. It happens each and every Wednesday from 7 to 9. It's going to be a lot of fun. We play a lot of tournament-style games. We have a high and low game where the biggest loser gets to take home a first-place prize, so definitely try your hand at it, especially that 25-cent card edition of the Jackpot Jungle that we finish out our night with over a $10,959 jackpot on the line that you guys can take home in 52 balls or less.
Should be a lot of fun, especially with our Wild doing so good this season.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like extra luck is in those Wild Wednesdays.
Sounds like it.
But yeah, we clicked over on that jackpot to a must-go prize of $14.60 on this one. 4 balls away for a bunch of these players like Matt in need. Dollars, Batman. Oh, wow, there's Batman out there.
Wow. Don't hurt anyone.
Scary. Nobody, you don't got to worry about people leaving the bar and, hopping in their cars a little too drunk because Batman's there. They'll stop him right before. We do got Mikey over at Boulevard Bar and Grill taking home $14.60.
Nicely done. But we do have some fun national days to get into as you guys are getting rolled in game number 4.
Yeah,
today is
the first one a little bit less fun and a little bit more serious.
Yes, this is definitely a serious one as it is World Parkinson's Day. Each year on April 11th, World Parkinson's Day raises awareness for this progressive nervous system disorder. It's also a day to help the general public understand the reality of this disease and for those the reality of this disease for those who have it.
Oh yeah, definitely one of those things that is not fun to deal with, and if you have it or you deal with it, it's definitely takes a toll. But it affects movement. It gives you shakes. It makes it tough to write. It makes it tough to hold things. And so if you don't know much about it, you can do a little bit more research about it today because it is World Parkinson's Day. And try your best to support anybody who's dealt with it or anything like that.
Absolutely.
Super.
Today is the day to educate yourself.
Super cool little story about a person with Parkinson's. My sister, she played on an AAU basketball team. One of her teammates, her grandpa had Parkinson's and was always shaken. Couldn't really. It was a really struggle for him. One thing he could do though was write down the stats for the basketball games. Would write it down completely clear. Wouldn't shake it all while he wrote down the stats, and could do that completely fine. And so it was really, really cool to watch him be able to do that. And he found so much love being able to do the stats for them, and rooting on his granddaughter was so much fun for him.
And plus, it gives him a sense of normalcy again. Like, I could only imagine, like, yes, that's a super heartwarming story, but, like, could you imagine that he just feels like a little bit of relief doing something that he absolutely loves?
Oh, yeah, and he does it with fluidity, and it's really, really nice to see something like that. But we are getting enrolled into game number 4 of Jackpot Hunter. That minor jackpot's gotten over $100. So it's clicking up from 52 to 56. Definitely some really good stuff there. And you guys just have 15 seconds to get into this game. We do have another day as it's International Louie Louie Day. April 11th is celebrated as International Louie Louie Day, and it's promoted by the Louie Louie website, which it is about the song wrote on called Louie Louie. I don't know why it's about it is. You can click on why it's Louie Louie Day, but
That's okay.
I really don't know why it is. It became super popular after actually the Pharaohs, when they did it, it wasn't super popular. A few other bands took it on, tried it out.
Yeah,
and
Iggy
it really,
Pop, Motorhead.
really popularized for like party music and stuff like that.
Very funny. So they got a national day for it.
Yeah, I think it's just really cool. International Day for it.
Yeah.
It's International Louie Louie Day. That's it's interesting stuff. I've never listened to the song Louie Louie.
Neither have I.
I might have. I need to give it a listen to actually say that for sure, though. We do have 29 balls dropped on this one as we're creeping towards that 48 ball or less major prize. We'll see if we can go out as people are 11 balls away. But as you guys are going after this one, we got another national day as it's National Teach Children to Save Day. It actually changes annually, and so it's never on that same day. But each day in April, National Teach Children to Save Day encourages children to develop good saving habits.
I cannot preface how important this is.
Oh, it's so good. I mean,
this can make or break a young adult's ability to live on their own.
Oh, for sure. There's so many people I see that struggle with this, and they can put money away at times, but they don't have that idea.
They have no idea what a CD account is. They have no idea how to balance a checkbook. Like, these financial teachings for personal finance and children, starting as young as possible, is the best route to go.
Yeah, and I even have thought, like, I love the ideas of, like, where parents do, like, a whole banking system for them and make it kind of fun. Like, where it's like, oh, if you put some money in, if you keep it in the bank for whatever amount of time, like for a full month, you'll gain $2 more on your on that, and like they actually add interest into it, and so even the thoughts of interest is even put into a kid's head at a young age.
And that's how it should be. That is super important, and I think it could really help out some young adults when they transition into being independent.
Well, for sure, we do have Warden and In Need as well as Kendall 68 all splitting that $14.60 must-go prize. Wardren at Shooter's Bar Fountain, In Need at Bay Street Grill and Pub, Bay Street, and Kendall 68 over at
Lucky Lure.
Yeah, good job to all those winners in this game number 4. We're about to get enrolled in game number 5 of Jackpot Hunter, and that minor prize is clicking up from 52 to 56.
Absolutely.
But we're talking about National Teach Children's a Safe Day, and I wish I would have heeded my parents' advice, but I never could as a kid. Like
I didn't get any advice. I just got told to be rich. That's it.
My parents told me they were like, yeah, if you start saving like $1 every month from here on out, you'll be a millionaire from
until once you turn like 26 or something.
Yeah, it's something insane like that. And so I've always like thought about that kind of thing. My parents have like tried to get me to like do that kind of thing, but they never like wanted to take my money from me, and still gave me like the ability to use that money.
Yeah, however you chose.
And so I always ended up spending it. I had no concept of that kind of thing, and I was like, I want the bag of candy. But
well, I feel like schools should even implement like personal finance teachings, because the only time I took a personal finance course was when I selected it as my elective.
Yeah, no, I didn't take one until my senior year.
That's when I took it.
Of where I had already finished up all my mandatory classes. I'd even taken up to pre-calc, and I was like, I don't want to take calculus in high school, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna take an easier class, and so then I went with financial algebra.
Yeah.
And it was a huge help. I got to learn about stocks, got to learn about all those different things.
I feel like stocks and investing is a super, super important lesson to teach kids.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's something that they can get ready for. Like, that's something that they can prepare and look at trends and really understand it before they're thrown into the field, you know?
Yeah, and it's putting in investment accounts are so smart and stuff like that, instead of letting it sit.
I wrote a whole thesis paper on this.
Really?
Yeah, about implementing teachings for personal finance in children, and the what's the word? The correlation between successful young adults and their personal finances compared to those who never had the teachings.
Yeah, it should be implemented in, just the elementary system. That would be cool.
There is. I feel like it's something that should be taught throughout our entire lives. Instead, we get to take Bake Shop and we, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's interesting. Definitely can see like the pros and cons to each, and I mean, like, I can't see the cons to teaching your kids finance, but it's definitely something that can be a little confusing at times.
Absolutely.
And so finding the right age where they can fully comprehend what you're teaching
at the youngest
is
age
important.
of 3, they can understand finances.
Yeah, but
Isn't
I
that crazy?
wouldn't have understood it.
No, 100%. But like statistically speaking, that was like some of the research I did. Was like at the age of 3, children are supposed to understand finances.
Like I understood pennies and stuff.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Like that's when you start teaching them about, like, you have them be like the fake cashiers and stuff when they become toddlers, and so I feel like that's a really great way to implement it as well.
Yeah, I played with money like that when I was a kid too. So I guess I did get taught finance then.
Yeah.
But that was nothing. We do have 35 balls dropped on this one, and we got another national day, as it's National Submarine Day.
Oh.
National Submarine Day on April 11th honors the day the United States Navy acquired its first modern commissioned submarine. On April 11th in 1900, the Holland 6 became the Navy's first modern submarine.
Very cool.
Yeah, that is a really, really cool thing. Submarines are so interesting to me.
Oh my goodness, they kind of scare me.
They do scare me. I wouldn't mind going in just like a basic submarine, like that just is like kind of going underneath water, but like those deep diving submarines.
See, that's what I would want to do, because I would love to see deeper into the ocean than I could, like, naturally. I think that would be so, so interesting, especially because like it's so dark down there, and those submarines really give you an idea of what you're looking at as well. So that's really cool to me.
It would be really cool, but I also haven't seen like any of the ocean, so like just on a regular submarine I can get that same satisfaction and never go that deep.
What if it was like a Spy Kid submarine?
A Spy Kid submarine? Like,
I don't even know if they would be called submarines. I don't know what they called them.
The little ship that kind of
that goes under the water.
Yeah, I would go around in that kind of thing. Like,
they go pretty deep in there.
I would for sure do that.
Isn't that where they make the meals and stuff too? No, that's at the house. Never mind.
We do have a winner. It's
Dana
over at Roadside in Blaine, taking home that $24 Musco prize. Good job, Dana. Stealing my thunder.
Yeah, sorry. Just wanted to help you out.
It's Dana.
You hesitated.
Yeah, because
I thought I was doing a good
it's
thing.
a dramatic pause.
Oh, okay.
If you're an actor, you would know.
Okay. Who's the movie star here?
Here. right here.
I don't think so.
Oh, I like to think so. I like to think I've actually I don't even know that. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say anything. I was gonna say like I think I might have been more on more TV than you, but then I was like I don't
know.
I don't know. That you've been on a lot. You've been on.
I've
a lot
been on
more.
the TV a lot.
Yeah. No. So maybe no.
But we do have some more national days to get into. We have quite a few.
Well, we're still talking about submarines. I don't want to move on from submarines.
Oh, you still have something to say about submarines?
I want to look up like deepest depths that submarines ever went and
right.
stuff like that. This seems interesting. There's a lot of interesting things about submarines.
I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys have just about a minute and 20 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. That miner is officially at $160, and it's clicked up to 56 balls for you guys. If you guys get it over at $200 before it goes out that very next game, it's clicking up to 60 balls or less.
Yeah, well, the submarine, the deepest recorded one, and this from a full-blown, like, full group submarine trip, was the depth of 10,911 meters. That's 35,797 feet. In the Challenger, deep of the Mariana Trench near Guam in the Pacific.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that is absolutely crazy. I cannot imagine that.
Yeah, click on that link right there. It says that Chinese submarine reaches the deepest place on Earth.
Really? No way. Okay. It reaches one of the deepest spots on the planet, reaching a dizzying depth of 35,791 feet. Okay, is this the one we were just talking about?
No, the other one was a Swiss designed and Italian built ship named Trieste.
So did this one go farther down?
It probably was in the same area as the Mariana Trenches have some of the deepest depths that is accessible.
Ah, that is so cool. But let's see. According to the Guinness World Records, the
depth world record is still held by Victor Vescio, a private equity investor who dived to a whopping 35,873 feet. On June 26th in his vessel named the Limiting Factor.
That's super cool. Well, I mean, that's some crazy facts about submarines. I can't believe it.
That's super cool.
Is there just like commercial submarines out there? Like that you can just like get a submarine ride in?
I don't know.
That's like something I would love to be able to do, just like to go on like a vacation, and they were like, okay, you can come ride the submarine in Hawaii, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to go watch.
You can just buy submarines.
You can buy a submarine yourself.
Yeah.
How much is a submarine? Like, cause like what? How much?
Let's see.
Does a real full-blown submarine cost? That's like, there's no way you can just like buy that just like online. You have to be like a government entity or like a full-blown corporation to be able to buy something like that. There's no way it's just like online. Like, yeah, here's a submarine for you. You just gotta pay $70,000. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking like you can't.
They're just replicas
Bunch of
and
toys.
G.I. Joe submarine.
Lego submarine.
But I mean the Lego, like a nature-bound RC submarine. It is almost like $100, and that's like one of the cheapest. That's like the replicated submarines.
Like that ones that can actually go around and like drive in the water.
Yeah, a nuclear-powered submarine model is $500 on eBay.
Really? That is so interesting. All right. Well, it's National Submarine Day, and that's definitely some interesting stuff about submarines. But I'm
going to get in a bidding war on a submarine.
We got a winner. It's a Rocket over at Eagles Wantana. Taking home $21.20. Good to have our favorite raccoon getting the win.
Nicely done, Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, now we are getting enrolled into a game number
4 or 5.
I think we're getting into a game number 5 now.
Really?
Yeah, already game number 5. So keep on getting enrolled. Press and play on this one. But that minor jackpot. We're watching to see if it clicks over that $200 mark. See if it can click from 56 to 60 balls or less. We do have another national day, though, to get into.
Absolutely. It's National Cheese Fondue Day. So observed annually on April 11th, National Cheese Fondue Day recognizes a food holiday many enjoy. Fondue is a dish of melted cheese or other ingredients served in a communal pot over a small portable stove. Participants then dip the bread into the cheese using a long-stemmed fork, and the cheese fondue consists of blends of cheese, wine, and seasonings.
Yeah, good stuff.
Have you ever had cheese fondue?
Yes, I have. I've had it only very, very few and far in between times. But the times I've had it, I mean, there's cheese and it's
melted
tasty.
cheese, yeah.
It's tasty.
Have you ever had like the chocolate fondues and stuff?
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's good. Like, that's some really good stuff. But Will was actually talking about how he went and had a burger at some kind of cookout place. I don't know whether it was at a fair or it was something out and about where it wasn't like your stereotypical just like walk in and get a burger at a restaurant kind of thing. And they actually took the cheese fondue and dumped it on top of the burger and had it like go spread all the way across. And then by the time they put on all the other stuff onto it, the cheese had hardened up and over the burger, and like they could just you could just have like a completely encased in cheese burger.
Wow. Okay. I thought you meant that like the whole burger itself got like dipped in cheese or something.
No.
Because there's a restaurant in Detroit that's actually a themed kind of off of Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
And you know how they say like a Royale with cheese.
Okay.
When they're talking about just like a burger with cheese, that's what they call it.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's the name of it. It's called a Royale with cheese, and it's got John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson up on the wall in a mural down there. And you can get these burgers that you can either have dipped in fondue cheese, have fondue cheese poured on it, like just craziness, anything that has to do with making it as cheesy as possible, and it's super, super yummy.
That sounds tasty. What's your favorite way to eat a little bit of fondue cheese fondue?
I'm not really sure. Probably with bread.
Just with regular bread?
Probably maybe like a crostini, like a crispy kind of garlicky bread.
And you can just like dip it in?
Yes.
That seems really, really good. But you're looking up a little bit about a Royale with cheese.
Yeah,
and all the different cheesiness they can add to it.
Yeah, this is the mural on there.
That's fun.
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell you much more about it, but they have some awesome burgers.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, we do have finally. Hey, look at that. What's up, Curtis? How you doing? We are getting into a game number 7 right now. So we are quite a bit off from what we were thinking we were at. But that's super exciting. We'll see what kind of prize we can give out in this game number 7, as we have a bunch of great prizes.
Definitely, but we do have some other national days as well, unless you would like to continue talking about some cheese fondue.
Yeah, cheese fondue is great, but there's only so much you can talk about cheese fondue. We do have National Pet Day now, and I could definitely talk about National Pet Day.
All right.
And National Pet Day on April 11th dedicates the day to those pets who may not always get the companionship and attention pets deserve. While loving our pets is something we do every day, the observance encourages helping out orphan pet companions. It will improve their health and enhance their opportunity for adoption.
Very cool. Yes, I love it. I think that many people should stop going to pure breeders and just go rescue. There are so many animals out there that need you guys to be out there and be supportive for them and go and rescue.
Oh yeah, and like you don't have to rescue every single pet you ever see, and just going over to.
I wish I could.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people that I think are in that same boat with you. Could just like grab up all of them, but a lot of people do, and it's a great way to just volunteer around your community. Is just go out and just help at the pet center and hang out with those animals. We do have a winner.
Yeah, we got Puts over at Lucky's Tavern taking home that $18.60 must-go prize. That miner's almost to $200. Hopefully we can get there in this next enrolling screen, and then we'll be ready to give it out. But yeah, and even if you can't make the full commitment of having a full animal, even fostering an animal or something like that could definitely make an impact as well.
Yeah, my grandma, she fostered a little dog. She fostered two of them, and now there's one that it never left. And now they have a dog, and it's super funny. Molly.
Really?
Yeah, Molly, I think was originally it was just a foster dog.
That's
and,
hilarious.
And now could never leave
And Yaya just fell
my
in love with
Yaya's
her.
side. Could never leave my Yaya's side.
She doesn't. This dog, literally anywhere this woman goes, this dog will be there. Whether it's church, whether it's the grocery store, whether you're just going out to lunch, she will be trying to bring Molly with her everywhere we go.
Oh, for sure. We were walking around a kid's bookstore, and she just had Molly in there, just carrying around.
along
We'd,
with all the other stuffed
hand
animals.
her over to me so she could go play with the kids in the bookstore.
Yep.
And I'm just holding there with her dog,
With the little purse dog.
in a kid's bookstore, and I'm like, I would have never brought this dog in here, but now I'm stuck here, just the cashier's giving me weird looks like, why are you holding a dog in the bookstore? And I'm like, I don't know.
Anything Yaya says goes.
Yeah, that's what I live by.
Honestly, it's Yaya's world. We're just living in it.
It's hilarious. It's actually super funny to watch how she works.
Oh, it's so comical.
Because she'll sneak the little cousins. Like I have little 7, 5, 4-year-old
She'll sneak
cousins.
them so many goodies.
And she just will sneak them goodies, and then
Oreos.
then their parent or her daughter will come up to her and be like, "Hey, you can't just be giving them treats. They haven't even eaten dinner yet." And she's like, "Listen, they've been good all day, and I'm going to give them some treats." And she's like, "I'm their parent." And she's
Or she'll go to the kids and be like, "Hide the sweets from your mom."
yeah, don't tell.
Don't tell her.
Such a bad influence,
And
but
so
she's a great
also-
grandma. She is a great grandma though, because as a
She's so
kid you love that. You need your grandma to be like that. It makes it so much more
She's
fun.
a great grandma.
Yeah, the amount of pops I was able to sneak with my grandma as I was a kid, like those little tiny Coca-Colas.
The little ones, yeah.
Yeah, because she used to have Coca-Cola all the time, and she had those little mini bottles, and so she'd always
Super
sneak
funny.
me away with a little Coca-Cola can. It was awesome.
That's so funny. Yeah, we had a little mini fridge in my grandpa's basement that we got to keep our little ones. And so Hunter got to
Ooh.
pick a 6-pack, my brother, and then I got to pick a 6-pack to keep in there. And so he got the little Cokes, and I got the little Canada Dries.
Ah, that's awesome. But somehow we got from this to Pet Day,
Yes.
from Pet Day to this, and we're talking about the best kind of pets. Do you have a favorite kind of pet?
Dog.
Dog's your favorite kind of pet?
Dog.
Do you have a favorite dog breed for pets?
Probably to own just off of personal experience
Yes.
because my family has owned the most of this specific breed. I'm going to go with English Setters. They're typically very sweet, kind, and they're very comical. They have very little, their personalities.
But with your experience, you went 50-50.
I've had 3
Oh,
English
you had
Setters.
3. I didn't know you had it. I
Yes,
didn't know. I
and
only knew
the
about
one-
the Pom before.
Yes, and we had one oh no, the other one was when I went and got my hair done and they didn't tell me, but I had overheard my dad being like, "Oh yeah, we're going to put Zoe down." She was the English Setter.
Oh gosh.
And they tricked me. I was like 8th grade and I wanted to get my hair dyed so bad. I wanted an ombre. That trend was just starting. And they kept saying no month after month. And so finally they were like, "Yeah, you can get your hair done on this random Saturday. Let's go dye it." And I was like, "Oh yeah." So
And
I
it was
wake
just
up
to get you out of the house.
and it was just to cushion the blow.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
But so English Setters are your favorite kind of dog?
Typically, the females of the English Setters are very, very good family dogs.
Yeah, definitely. I think both your dogs are super sweet. One just doesn't like random people.
No, one was just mishandled as a puppy
Yeah.
and doesn't have correction training.
Yeah. There's a lot of things wrong with that dog. But
Leave Max alone.
he's a sweetheart. Deep down
right.
under a lot of layers, he's a sweetheart. I've been able to peel back those layers a little bit.
Yes.
He'll let me pet him. That's awesome. Progress. We do have 60 balls dropped on this one, and we got people 6 balls away. We'll see if they can take home this must-go prize of $25.40. If it doesn't go on this one, it's going to be clicking up from 56 to 60 balls. It is clicking up from 56 to 60 balls, but we have a winner.
There it is, Rocket taking home his second win of the night, $25.40 going in your pocket this round, and that was round number 8.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff there. But we were talking about National Pet Day, and I have favorite pets as well. And
What are they?
my favorite pet is going to be probably, I love dogs. Like, you can just be so active with dogs. It makes it a little bit more entertaining. And I absolutely loved it when my parents had their German Shepherd, were dog sitting for like an entire summer, a German Shepherd. That was absolutely huge. His name was Hector, and he was so good.
Was he just like a plain German Shepherd?
I mean, he was like born and raised to like bred to be like a guard dog German Shepherd.
Because he's larger and darker than typical German Shepherds.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if he was a cross between
I don't know
anything.
what country he's from, but he's not originally from America.
Yeah.
Like, he got bred and raised outside of the United States.
Yes.
And all trained in that, and then came over.
Was it in the Czech Republic?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was Czech.
Yes,
I forgot about
he takes
that.
Czech commands.
Yeah, that's where he was, and but that company sells to like MLB players, like a bunch of guard dogs, like, and a bunch of them are super popular. But they sold it to this one MLB player. He didn't like how the dog was dragging dirt on their carpet, and so then he returned the dog. They don't have a return policy kind of thing,
No.
and so they sold it for really cheap to my cousin who coaches in the MLB, and so then he had it. We had the dog sit for the summer for them. Absolutely loved Hector, and so I really want a big dog now,
Absolutely.
like a massive dog.
That's completely fine.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I
that
kn-
is awesome.
I know. I absolutely loved him, and we like.
You're like the equivalent of that. That's like an actual animal that can match your energy.
Oh my gosh, it was so nice to be able to like just like
Take him on
I would just
runs
like
and-
play around. Yeah, no, I ran with him on
He loved
on
it.
a decent amount, and he was so well trained that like I just gave him one like check command, and he would he would come right to my side, and we could be like full blown sprinting, and I said the command, and he would be right to my side while he's full blown sprinting. It was really impressive.
Yeah, that's an awesome
But
dog.
we all love pets, and they can come in all different shapes and forms, whether it's a bird, cat, dog, even a rat. It is a great pet and can bring some really nice companionship. You can always help out by going over to your local pet
Humane
Yeah,
Society.
Humane Society, and help it out. Maybe giving a little
Animal
bit of
shelter.
volunteering, a little bit of your time.
Absolutely. But we are officially in this game, and this ball count has clicked up to 60 for you guys, so it's going to get a little bit more interesting, and hopefully we can get this miner out pretty soon for you guys.
That's for sure. People are 22 balls away, so we still got quite a bit to go into, but we still got 2 more national days.
Yeah, we have National 8-Track Tape Day. National 8-Track Tape Day recognizes an era that was here and gone in a short 20 years. Nevertheless, it is a day to remember listening to great music of the 60s and 70s on 8-track tapes.
Definitely, some great stuff. I don't know if I've ever listened to music on an 8-track tape. I thought it was like cassette tapes, and I've definitely listened to music on cassette tapes, but I think an 8-track is a bit different.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
An 8-track cartridge provides 4 pairs of studio tracks, where the latter quadraphonic cartridges only have 2 sets of 4 tracks. Interesting. Yeah.
But it was super popular in those 70s and 90s. But let's talk about those the top 100 songs in the 70s, and see if any of them we really like. Or we got "How Deep Is Your Love" by the Bee Gees. Definitely a classic. That's the number 1 song of the 70s, apparently, according to Top 40 Weekly.
Okay.
Second,
I disagree, but
yeah. Second is "I Just Wanna Be Your Everything" by Andy Gibb.
okay.
Third, "You Light Up My Life," Debbie Boone. Le Freak by Chick is 4th. "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees is number 5. YMCA by Village People is number 6. "Shadow Dancing" by Andy Gibb is 7. "Hot Stuff" by Donna Summer is number 8. 9 is "Night Fever" by the Bee Gees, and 10 is "Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head" by B.J. Thompson. Do you have a favorite of the top 10?
Probably raindrops keep falling on my head.
I was about to say the exact same
Yeah.
thing. Before we talk about more about this great music, we do have a winner.
Yeah, Yeah, we got a lucky lady over at Corner Pocket taking home $42. There's 3 balls over that minor prize. So hopefully we can give it out in this next game. That was game number 9. We're about to be getting enrolled into game number 10.
Wow, already game number 10. But another one of my favorites has to be Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. If I could never call myself a real a real former lifeguard if I didn't love Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
Oh, is that what the CPR reps are too?
That's the CPR.
What's the other one?
But
What's the other one that's like not necessarily what you should be saying?
Oh, I forgot what it was.
It's like about getting hurt or something.
Yeah, it's definitely not a good one. I forget what it is.
That's super funny.
I do remember that being talked about.
Yeah.
We get to also talk about the top 10 songs in the 80s according to this.
Alrighty.
Yeah, let's.
Ooh-wee. Let's see.
Yeah, of the 80s. Well, this is I think just in 1980s.
Weird.
I want the best songs in the entirety of it. That's what I'm looking for. But we do only have 1 minute and 20 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. So keep on getting enrolled. Press and play. Do you got some of those top songs?
Yeah, I do. You want to hear them?
Yeah.
All right. Take on Me by Aha.
Take
on me.
Definitely a good one.
Take on me. Okay, Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses.
Classic.
Living on a Prayer.
Oh,
Bon
that's another good
Jovi,
one.
baby. I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston.
Classic.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper.
What a fun one.
I thought Madonna sang Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Interesting.
Maybe she redid it, and that's what introduced you to it.
Maybe.
Oh.
But next up, we got Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. Probably my favorite Michael Jackson song.
Ooh, that's a
tough
one.
call, but off the top of my head, I'll say that it's at least up,
not my love.
like probably top 2.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
Top tier.
Mm-hmm.
Next we got Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. We got Beat It by Michael Jackson. We got Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, that's a Rocky classic.
Never Gonna Give You Up.
Okay,
Never
so
gonna give
definitely
you
some
up.
great 80s
gonna
music
let
there.
you
Do you have a
down.
favorite of the ones we talked about?
Turn around and desert you.
Is that your favorite?
Oh, it's such a jam. Probably to like jam out to, yes.
Okay.
Maybe Living on a Prayer though.
Whoa, that's so good.
Yes.
That's a classic for like student sections and stuff like that to sing.
Oh, it's so good. It's a classic in my household.
Is it really?
Yes.
That's so funny.
Bon Jovi is a staple in my mother's repertoire of music.
That is great. I listen to him, but I definitely don't listen to him often. And so whenever it comes on, I can jam out to it. But I'm gonna say my favorite is actually probably
Never Gonna Give You Up.
Probably Eye of the Tiger is the most classic to me, just because
It's so hard to say that that's a favorite, though.
I was such a fan of the Rocky movies. It was one of the first 80s movies, 80s songs I was ever
There's so many
introduced
good
to
ones.
that like I got super into.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go Eye of the Tiger. It's the most iconic in my head. I don't think it's the best by any means, but the most iconic for me.
Yeah, no, like Eye of the Tiger, Final Countdown, like those are very
love
hard.
those.
So good, but like
I love those.
they're just staples for very specific things. Oh, there's so many good ones. There's Love Shack, Don't You Want Me, Tainted Love. Tainted Love might be my favorite.
Love Shack might be only popular to me is because like the only reason I know it at all, I would have
Shack,
never
baby.
I would have never listened to it is if it wasn't for Just Dance.
Really? I've had probably 6 different choreographed dances to Love Shack.
Really?
Like, that is lowballing it. Like, 6 different choreographed routines to Love Shack.
That's so funny. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, definitely some great stuff there. And to move on to some more music, we got National Barbershop Quartet Day.
Awesome.
On April 11th, toes start tapping to 4-part harmony thanks to National Barbershop Quartet Day. Barbershop quartets have a way of making hearts flutter very often. They transport us back to a simpler time, or at least make it stand still.
Well, I don't know if I could say that they make my heart flutter, but I love barbershop quartets.
They make my heart flutter.
But there it is. We got Maryland over at VFW Osaki's taking home $57.20. I can't believe we're getting enrolled in a game number 11 and we haven't given out this minor yet.
Yeah, well, it's finally clicking up from 60 to 64, so definitely get enrolled in this next one because I'm hoping that it can go out on this one right here.
Absolutely.
But we were talking about National Barbershop Quartet Day, and I wish I could go to a barbershop and listen to a quartet.
If all barbershops just had quartets singing in there.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Or if the barbers were quartet, it could be a quartet themselves. Like, and we just were living in a musical.
Oh, I'd love if we lived in a musical. I just wish I'd be better at singing if that was the case.
Yeah.
You guys get to hear my amazing singing on a daily basis, but if you're living in a musical.
I would live with my voice, you know.
I feel like we'd get better.
Yeah,
because
for
we'd
sure.
be spending our whole life singing.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like if I got a little bit of practice, I'm not like, I'm bad at singing, but like if I learned the techniques of singing,
yeah,
I could be decent, at least like, you know, presentable.
Yes.
I mean,
enough to live in a musical world.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched a bunch of like actors try singing, and so if they can do it, I feel like I can do it with a little bit of training.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
But you know, it was National Barbershop Quartet Day, and it would be awesome if our barbers just randomly broke out in
They just
song.
start harmonizing while chopping.
Yeah.
They're just giving you a clean shave, and all of a sudden you just hear, ah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just go out.
Barbershops are so interesting, though. It's a kind of vibe that you'll never get from anywhere else. Like, it's a very interesting, different kind
I don't think I've ever been in a barbershop.
Of like ambiance, and you would never even experience the regular barbershop experience.
No, because as soon as I walk into a barbershop, the whole demeanor is going to change.
It is. It's gonna completely quiet up. It's terrible. But it's so interesting. I love the one down in downtown Mount Pleasant where we live. They have a bunch of guys that have been doing been cutting hair for forever, and they're super funny. And all they do is just talk sports and debate about like, oh, who's the greatest basketball player of all time,
that just
kind
seems
of
like
thing.
right where you'd fit in.
And I absolutely love
it
it.
up.
If it wasn't for that they didn't like they only give like, you know, like military cut buzzed off the head. Like they're very, very like you can get certain haircuts, but I can't get all the different haircuts I want. I like changing my hair a lot.
Yeah.
But we're talking about National Barbershop.
I bet they know that by now.
I know.
They've seen all the different phases.
There's like different commercials throughout, like all different clips of Pilot, and like I show up there, like I have one of like me giving out $180,000, and it's just like me with a long
mop.
hair
Yeah.
mop all over, and then you go to the PyCon commercials where it's just completely shaven off, and then you come to live bingo, and I got this hair that's kind of in the middle
middle
of both.
ground.
Exactly. So I'm always changing my hair. But let's move on to a little bit of Twins news as the regular season has finally gotten kicked off for our Twins, and they are 1-2 so far this season. I mean, it's going to be a long season, so it really doesn't matter how good we're doing in the beginning parts because we're still doing the meshing process of becoming a full team as we had so many new additions over the offseason. But we started off 0-2 and got our final win heading into this week.
Yeah, it's super exciting to see. And after his fresh start, Gary Sanchez is fitting in just nice with Minnesota. The two-time All-Star catcher with laid-back personality hit his first home run for the Twins. And that was anything but low-key. Sanchez set a grand slam into the third deck, and Byron Buxton had 2 of Minnesota's 6 home runs as the Twins slugged their way past the Seattle Mariners 10-4 on Sunday for their first victory of the season.
That is crazy. What a hit for Sanchez, getting a grand slam.
Oh, yeah.
Bases loaded. That's sweet. Good job, Sanchez. And even after that, Carlos Carrera launched his first homer for Minnesota, too. Max Kepler and Jorge Polanco also went deep for the Twins, who actually scored their first 13 runs of the whole season off of home runs. It's the longest streak in modern Major League history. Sanchez ended the run with an RBI double in the 7th, and I actually saw a big tweet about Sanchez finally scoring a run without it being a home run. They're like, the Twins are like, finally we did it, and it was hilarious.
That's super funny. That's hilarious. Well, they do have another game coming up just today. They're going to be going up against those Mariners yet again at 6:40. So just 40 minutes after we get off air with you guys.
We do have Jan over at Best Western plus New Ulm Green Mill. That is a mouthful. Taking home a jackpot of $454. Add in that $92 on there. And quick math.
I didn't listen.
Oh, dang it. Okay, it's $446.75 that's going to be going into your pocket. Good job, Jan.
Yeah, nicely done. But we are officially in this next game. It's going to be game number 12 for you guys.
I was counting on you for the quick math, and just...
Yeah, I was, you want to have your time.
I know, sometimes I like to try my quick math, so I appreciate that you didn't.
Yeah, how am I
just
supposed to
steal
know
it.
when I'm supposed to help or not?
Well, I go, quick math, and then that's when you do quick
Yeah,
math.
but that's when I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
It's like the first time I actually have not been paying attention to that.
I know, that's so funny.
Usually I got the answer already down.
I know, and you've already done it before I can even get out the first little bit of it. But we do have 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. So keep on getting enrolled. Press play. We are talking about our Twins who are playing tonight, just 40 minutes after we get off air against those Mariners.
Absolutely. We're going to have to see how they fare, and hopefully we can take home yet another win. But in the meantime, if you guys want to show some support for our Twins, you can definitely check out that eTab game, Twins Win. Check out that game and try your hand with that lucky batter in that the home run derby bonus round. I almost said slap shot bonus round.
No, that is
wild.
Good old Let's Go Wild. But, we love Twins Win. That home run derby bonus round is a blast. And see if you can pick that lucky batter. But we are going to see what is the thought on the Twins for this season.
All right, yeah, let's see what is predicted for us.
Yeah, I want to check out, since we do have such a big influx of new players, see if there's any opinions that have been put out there about our
what the season's going to be looking like.
Yeah, well, here's 5 bold predictions. That said, okay. The Twins will deal for one more pitcher by the trade deadline. One interesting pickup there, that would be. The Twins will have a top 5 offense. I think they're already getting that going by, scoring the first 13 runs with home runs. If we can get the little bit of, get those chip shots in a little bit as well, we'll be able to put up a lot of points. And they also think that Byron Buxton will be a top 5 MVP candidate.
He's got a name made to be a celebrity.
Byron Buxton?
He seems like he's like the ringleader of a circus or something. Like
that does feel that way.
I don't know if I'm just thinking about that, because do you know the name from The Greatest Showman?
No, I've only watched that like 2 or 3 times maybe. But really good movie. A Greatest Showman definitely was one of the first movies that I watched. Why am I blanking? Guy who plays Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, where I didn't think Wolverine. Like, there's been a lot of them where I go, oh, that's Wolverine. The only benefit that Real Steel had was I wasn't into X-Men at that point, and I really loved Real Steel, and so he was totally separated from Wolverine to me there.
Yeah, I grew up with him as P.T. Barnum. Wowie. That took so much to get it back into my head. P.T. Barnum, that's the name that came into my head when we're thinking about Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton. Interesting.
Yeah, P.T. Barnum is who Hugh Jackman plays.
Oh, really?
In the creation of the circus.
That's super cool. Looks just like him. We do have
no,
34 balls dropped on this one. We're working on probably a $12.60 must-go prize. We'll see if we can give it out maybe to Batman out there or pay me. We'll see who can get the big win. But Batman. Moving on from Twins to what we earn points for when we're playing Twins Bingo, and that's earning points towards the Twiking Zone, which is the combination of our Twins Bingo and Vikings Bingo. And players been earning a lot of Vikings Bingo points, and now we finally have gotten that Twins Bingo added on in. It's going to be a lot of fun to see where these standings go.
Absolutely, and we still haven't given out a Twins Bingo yet, so definitely try your hand tomorrow at lunchtime and every day throughout the week from 12 to 1. But on the Twiking Zone, in our top top 10s. We start off with a newcomer jumping into 10th from yesterday. Mikey wins over at Steve-O's is sitting with 79,000. 9th place is Bryzo over at Big Dog Sports Cafe with 81,000. With 87,000 in 8th place, we have Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park. 7th place is Doggo 11 over at the Polar Lounge with 89,000. And then we jump right into that 100,000 point club. In 6th place, we got GTZ over at the Midi with 103,000 points. With 112,000 points in 4th place, getting pushed back from a tie, we got Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue. But there it is. We got a winner.
Yeah, player over at the Woods taking home $12.60. Good job, player.
Change that name. That's weird.
Yeah, like it's not like I can't say it, like, because it's not a bad word in any way. Because like you can have a cut that throbs and stuff like that. But
in that context is fine.
But
I don't think you mean it in that context.
I think
though.
you just want me to say it, and then. You'll get a little giggle out of it. So good job, player, getting the win. But we are getting enrolled into a game number 13 of the broadcast.
Wow.
So keep on getting enrolled, press and play. We want to build up that minor prize to go out once again. We just gave out a minor a few games ago to a great player, which was Jan over at Best Western Plus New Ulm Green Mill, taking home $546. Really nice prize, and we hope to give out another one 1 minute and 50 seconds to get your shot at this win.
Absolutely, but I'm going to hop right back into these Twiking Zone standings as they left off in the middle of a tie that was broken up, actually. They were tied up in 4th place. Bobo was left in the dust as Yo-Yo took 4th place over at the Riverside Store and Tavern with 114,000 now. With 126,000 in 3rd place, we had Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven. Also at Corky's Bar South Haven, we have our 2nd place player, Sinbob, who's sitting with 128,000. And then in 1st place, it's Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley with 162,000 points.
Wow, definitely some good stuff for Scrub Eye, but I'm seeing some of these players start to creep up and maybe get in the race with Scrub Eye.
I think Nan is going to pass up Sinbob in the next coming days, and then she's definitely coming for that 1st place spot.
That would be craziness. We'll see if it can happen. Nan does seem like a hot player, but you also got to watch out for players like Bobo, who's been a big riser over the last few weeks. But in these location standings, someone who made a nice jump from unranked into 10th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball with 110,000 points. Next up with 111,000 points in 9th place, we got VFW Blaine. 8th place, it's Steve O's in Crystal with 131,000 points. With 144,000 points in 7th place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. In 6th place, we got our place on 3rd and Faribault with 199,000 points. So close to getting into that 200,000 point club.
Oh, so close.
Today, is it happening?
Well, you were there on lunchtime.
I'm voting
yes.
Uneducated guess. My guess is going to be no.
There was not a single win?
That they stayed at the 199,000 point club.
check?
I do not remember a win, but I could very easily be wrong on that one. In 5th place, though, in these standings, we do have Eagles Rochester with 214,000 points. 4th place is Corner Bar in Goodhue with 238,000 points. Next up with 272,000 points in 3rd place, we got American Legion Fridley. Into the 300,000 point club in 2nd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven with 332,000 points. In 1st place, we get into the 500,000 point club. It's VFW Spring Lake Park with 564,000 points. Are you seeing anything?
No.
Looks like not a single person was playing there.
And American Legion Shakopee are the 2 locations that dominantly won in our lunchtime.
Yeah, they had a really good time there.
Absolutely. Nicely done.
Yeah, we'll see if any of them can move up as American Legion Fridley trying to get into that 300,000 point club.
Mm-hmm.
But a place where you don't need to get in the club, you're not earning points, you just get to win good cash money is in our E-tabs. There's a bunch of different options, and the one that we are highlighting right now is a little bit of Diesel Freaks. We love some Diesel Freaks. The music is awesome. We always talk about it. It feels like Mad Max meets Roadrunner meets
Goo Monsters.
Goo Monsters, and you guys can win some big cash.
It's highly fun. It looks like one of the Roadrunner type roads when he goes so fast that it lifts up off of it.
Exactly.
And
then the Mad Max goo people is just because it's literally like people in like trucks and stuff like that.
There's like monster Mad Max characters, but then there's like letter goo monsters. It's super fun. It's definitely raising higher and higher each time I listen to it, see it, play it, whatever it is getting up to my favorite E-Tab game right now.
It's always been one of my top
It's so
ones,
funny.
especially as a sound. But I love the look of it too. As
I love the look.
It just feels like one of those fun animated cartoons that like could
Definitely,
go crazy.
because like our games that are based off of other things are super awesome, and the detail that's put into them is great. But I personally love the originality of this.
Yeah, for sure. We do have player over at Stake America DBA Racks in Burnsville taking home a $14.20 Musco prize. Good job, player.
Nicely done. But we were talking about our E-Tabs, and Diesel Freaks is definitely a fun one to check out. But if you're a little burnt out from Diesel Freaks, don't worry. We have over 50 different charitable E-Tab games that you guys can choose to play at any time. They're super fun, huge payouts up to $1,500, and small bets between 50 cents and $5. Not to mention those bonus and free play rounds as well. You definitely want to check those out.
And if you guys missed out, in our own March Mania bracket, where we had you guys voting for what is the best E-Tab available. Even Live Bingo was involved in this one as well. The #1 game out of all of our bingo that we have here at Pilot, Buku Bucks. Definitely one of those best ones. It was matched up with that and Wild Walleye. It came down to the very end, and Buku Bucks got the win. But I think Wild Walleye had a bunch of competition early on with Let's Go Wild, which is another one of our favorite E-Tab games. Maybe Let's Go Wild can get the win in the next bracket.
Absolutely. So definitely go on to our social media pages and vote for which one you like the most.
Yeah, I mean, we already got the winner, but next time we do a bracket,
yes.
we'll make sure you put your vote down so we know what your favorite E-Tab is.
Absolutely. But we do have some super fun on this day in music history. And on this day in 2020, Bob Dylan, the age of 78, lands his first #1 on the Billboard chart when Murder Most Foul tops the rock digital song sales tally.
Yeah, I was so surprised by this.
Yeah, this is super surprising. I really did not know that Bob Dylan got any accolades past like 2005.
Yeah, and I had never listened to Murder Most Foul at all, and apparently Ben listened to it. He said it was decent.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna
It's
have to
good.
give
I
it a
feel
look.
like all Bob Dylan songs are generically good, and then he has pockets of like really good ones.
Yeah, really, really good ones. And it's just surprising that this is the one that
Yeah.
landed him #1. Like no of those other songs were able to get to the #1 spot in the
Did you
Hot
know
100.
that which is super surprising because Bob Dylan is such a huge artist.
Oh,
but,
for sure. No, but I think he had like 4 get in the top 10, but
yeah,
none of them were able to
Tambourine
get
Man
to
got
the
pretty
#1.
high up there, but it didn't ever do anything huge.
Oh, I mean, he
But-
has way bigger ones than Tambourine Man as well.
But,
That like there was one that got second on the list.
I was gonna say something about Murder's Most Foul, but now I can't remember.
Have you listened to it?
Yes, I have.
Ah, interesting. Well, okay, talking about Bob Dylan, let's talk about the song that I think was in #1 was Like a Rolling Stone. Yeah, that was the big one. I mean, but he has so many Blown in the Wind, Like a Rolling Stone, Mr. Tambourine Man,
Knocking on Heaven's Door.
End of the Line, Tangled Up in Blue. I mean, it's so many different classic songs that Bob Dylan. It's amazing that it was
Murder Most Foul.
was the one that got him the #1 spot
I never would have expected
in
that.
2022.
I know, that's even crazier.
Yeah, so Bob Dylan still at 78, doing some big things. To move on to another top 100 little fact, in 1964, the Beatles set a new record with 14 of the top 100 songs on the chart. They have between Can't Buy Me Love at the #1 spot, then 12 songs in between, then at the number 81 spot, Love Me Do.
Very, very cool. I wonder how many records the Beatles have broken.
Oh, with the top 100s, I think it's only like that. Only Drake really like compares with like top 100 type records.
Let's take a peek.
And I
see
don't even
how
know if
many
he
they've
compares. I don't even know if he compares. It might be just he compares as a solo artist compared to like a band.
I want to know how many records. The Beatles still hold 25 Guinness World Records.
Really? That is insane. I wanna know what Guinness World Records they hold. That's super interesting.
All right. Do you want to know?
Yeah, let's hear about which ones they hold. As that's really interesting. We do have 57 balls dropped on this one, so that means we've moved on to a $14 must-go prize. We'll see if anybody who's at that 3-ball away mark can take home the win.
Yeah, I'm still looking.
Trying to find a list of those records.
Best-selling group, most recorded song, longest gap between UK #1, most US #1 albums.
Oh, before you keep on talking, we do have TC Bear over at Orhouse taking home $19 on that one.
$14.
$14, yeah. Sorry, read that wrong. I don't even know how I got 9 out of that.
$14.
But good job, TC Bear over at Orhouse, getting a big win.
They've also broken the records for most #1 US singles, and I think that might be all that's listed on this source.
Really?
That's not even all of them.
How
that was
interesting.
just about 5.
That is really cool. Well, the Beatles, I mean, one of the most prolific bands to ever exist in the history.
Yeah, they're best-selling music act of all time.
Wow.
With an estimated over 6 million units sold worldwide. They hold the record for the #1 albums in the UK charts, most #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100, and the most singles sold in the UK. So they hold records in the US as well as the UK about how many they've sold.
That's ridiculous. Well, definitely a cool day in history where they held 14 of the top 100 spots. Next up, in a 1952, Singin' in the Rain, starring Gene Kelly, Donald O'Connor, and newcomer Debbie Reynolds, is released in the U.S., but barely makes a splash.
Interesting.
I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. I always think about
That's so funny that this was like one of Debbie Reynolds' like debuts.
Who is Debbie Reynolds?
This is Debbie Reynolds. She plays Agatha in the Halloween Town series.
Oh,
she's the mother of who's the woman from Star Wars, Leia?
She's the
Carrie Fisher.
She plays. Wait, what does she do for
Star Wars?
What about Carrie Fisher?
Carrie Fisher is in Star Wars. She plays Princess Leia.
And who's Debbie Reynolds?
Her mother.
Her mother. Okay, that's yeah.
Like,
I missed the connection between the two people.
Ooh, I just blew that out.
So.
Yeah, no, Debbie Reynolds, she plays her mother, she plays her mother. She is her mother. They have a very star-studded family. Debbie Reynolds.
Nepotism.
She went on to be She went on to be in all of the Halloween Towns and so
Oh
on
yeah,
and so
she did
forth.
a really good job in the
Carrie
Halloween
Fisher
Town.
is huge, and then Billie Lourd is Carrie Fisher's daughter. And do you know who she is?
Nope. Well, no, I'm so bad with celebrity names and all that kind of stuff. I don't really. I know characters.
This chick.
Still don't know her.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know who she is, even by the face.
She's in American Horror Story. She's in a bunch of stuff.
Well, that's awesome to see a family of great actresses. But Singing in the Rain was released on today. Apparently didn't make a big splash, but it will always remind me of the I'm singing in the oil. I'm singing in the oil.
I knew it.
And I absolutely love that scene.
As soon as I saw that it was Singing in the Rain, I was like, we're going to talk about robots.
Oh, I love robots. And so I will always bring up a reason. It's too bad. I mean, I think the date did work out, but he gets caught by the street sweeper after he's singing in the oil, and it's really sad.
Is that when he does?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when he gets caught. He has a great date with the girl as what's his name, as the fancy man.
Yeah.
And then gets caught by the street sweeper. It was terrible.
Yeah.
But I think it all works out for him. But we do have some news for you guys, as tomorrow you guys are going to be wanting to be signed up at PGL.world, because tomorrow we have a PGL night. Players on those nights can earn points. They also have access to insider information if they're signed up at PGL.world, which includes a monthly newsletter that has so much great information in it.
Absolutely. So definitely sign up at PGL.world to earn those PGL points, get that monthly newsletter, and to get a little bit of newcomer sprinkled luck on you, as we're about to go over those recent players who signed up. There was Shay, Sarah, Mike, E, Lala, JP Wife, Tech Raven, G Guzzy, Boom Shaka, Papa G, it's G, Mario 81, and DL 1982.
Yeah, you want to know a fun fact? Just because H. Guzzy made me think of Gus, and
That one also makes me uncomfortable to say out loud.
yeah, it does. It does a little bit. But Gus, actually, there was a very large debate. My grandpa trying to convince my mother to name me Angus. To name me Angus, and I would have been Gus. He ended up naming his dog it, so
I was gonna say, didn't you have a dog named Gus?
Yeah, my grandparents had a dog named Gus. Really loved that dog. It was awesome. Yeah, that's what he ended up naming Angus instead of me. But
Really
I thought it was hilarious to think that I could have been a Gus. We do have a winner in this game, though, as player over at Stake America DBA Rex and Traveler over at Whistle Stop, as well as Char.
NTER.
Yeah, over at Andy's Crossover. Yeah, Cross Lake. Good job to all of those winners in this game number 15. We're about to get enrolled into a game number 16 as that minor jackpot is closing in on $100. Only needs $5 more to click up from 95 to 96, which would be getting that minor jackpot rolling and getting a lot more doable for you guys to take home.
Absolutely. And so, guys, get enrolled in this next game.
But we were talking about all those new players, and
yes.
I even got a little bit more to talk about because Mario 81, we've been playing a bunch of Mario Party lately, which is kind of a video game that's like a board game if you guys don't know what Mario Party is, and you get to roll die and everything like that.
I've only played once.
It's a super interesting game. I've got to play twice, only played twice. I've played it way long ago. I think on earlier games, but I've
only played once before, and then I played once this past week.
That's awesome.
I've only played twice in my life.
Yeah, I've only played twice in remembering, like, actually what happened or anything like that in the game. And it's been super fun, but I can't figure out how to win. Like, I cannot figure out. I ended up I was third in the first one, and I was last in the first one, and now I was third in the second time playing, and I keep on getting my butt whooped. It just happens that way.
Yeah.
Maybe I gotta be more Mario, I guess.
Yeah,
we've been playing Mario Galaxy. Well, we haven't been playing it for a while, but we were playing Mario Galaxy all the way through. We got to pick that back up, which is super fun. But that's a super fun game as well. All the Mario series is just a really good game series.
Absolutely, they're such fun games, and especially I bought a Wii not too long ago, and I just bought it off of a friend of mine, and so she gave me her entire collection of like 30 different Wii games that go with it, and so we have a plethora of Mario games.
Yeah, I just played Mario and Sonic at the Winter Games yesterday.
Yeah, you've been really hyping that one up.
It's such a good one. I mean, people don't realize it's awesome. It's a really good game. Have you played it?
Once.
Yeah, you didn't give it a good enough shot.
No, we tried to do the ski jump thing.
Oh, yeah, it took me like
So
5 tries to actually get it down. After I did, I started cooking it.
It was so hard.
I did awesome in it once I actually figured it out, but I couldn't figure out how to get it to jump at first. Like, I just kept on tumbling down the entire hill. And so then when I finally figured out, like, oh, I got to do it like really early compared to what I was like used to doing, and it ended up working, but it was super funny. Me and Will were playing it, and we just like were restarting the game like every like two tries because we kept on just falling down the hill, and then we both finally got a little hang of it.
Yeah, that was the only one I played, and so we didn't really.
That one's the hardest one. That was the one we struggled with the most.
We didn't
like it. The other ones were a lot easier, and some of them were super fun, like the bobsledding one, a blast to play.
All right, I'll have to keep that in mind.
But we do have 26 balls dropped on this one as we're working towards this minor jackpot that you can win in 52 balls or less. If you don't win it, it's going to be moving on to $21.60. Definitely some good stuff. But we were talking about all the great players at that got signed up at PGL.world. And let's talk about the great players that have been earning points during those PGL nights on Tuesday and on Wednesday.
Absolutely, and they've been highly competitive. So I'm going to jump right into this top 10 as we have our next PGL night kicking off tomorrow for you guys to earn some of those points. In 10th place, getting moved back from 9th, we had Lulu over at Poppers sitting with 789,000. In 9th place, coming in from unranked, pushing Lulu back, it was Big Pimpin' over at the Alibi Gilbert sitting with 802,000. In 8th place, we had Nixon over at VFW Roseville sitting with 846,000 points with 929,000 points. In 7th place, we have Reyes 22 over at the Old Town Tavern. 6th place is Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill sitting with 960,000. 5th place is Forget UD over at Eagles Austin sitting with 964,000. But then just last week, getting into that 1 million point club was Ted over at the Sunshine Depot in 4th place, who sits with 1,025,000. In 3rd place, we have Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon, who sits with 1,166,000. But with 1,565,000 in 2nd place, we have Keith over at Billy's Rockford. Closing in on that first place player, Bam Bam, over at Stewartville Legion Post, who sits with 1,685,000 points, but we do have a winner.
Bryack over at Concordia Lanes, taking home that $21.60 must-go prize. Good job, Bryack.
Yeah, nicely done. That was game number 16. We're about to begin enrolled into game number 17.
Wow, already game number 17, and that minor jackpot should get over $100 on this one. So it doesn't mean that it's going to be clicking up to 56 in this next game, but it should be clicking up in the following game after that. Should be some super exciting stuff, but I'm going to head into the location side of these standings.
As you should.
In 10th place, moving from unranked to 10th place, seems to be the pattern in the location standings.
Yes.
It's LJ's in Miltona with 2,771,090 points. In 9th place, getting bumped back from 8th, we got Beck's Pub and Becker with 3,038,164 points. With 3,071,185 points in 8th place, getting all the way backed up from 6th into 8th, we got VFW Northfield. 7th place staying put in 7th, we got Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 3,108,153 points. With 3,126,390 points in 6th place. Moving all the way from 10th into 6th, we got Leo Sports Bar in Mazeppa. 5th place, getting bumped back from 4th, we got Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 3,262,154 points. 4th place, moving up from 6th all the way to 4th, we got American Legion Cleveland with 3,412,090 points. With 4,056,085 points in 3rd place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. 2nd place is Billy's Rockford with 5,087,674 points. And with 5,120,319 points in 1st place, we got 3rd Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake.
Absolutely, and I can't wait to see if Billy's Rockford is going to compete for that 1st place spot as we officially have a new rivalry formed. It was Neeson's Gaylord, but now they are officially back into that 4 million point club as our first top 2 are moving up past the 5th.
Yeah, definitely some crazy stuff in these standings. There's a lot of tight races all the way throughout it, as I mean, I feel like it's anybody's game from 9th all the way till about 6th place. They could all swap around. And then there's other close races at the top of the standings. Like you said, Billy's Rockford, 3rd Rail Bar and Grill. They could easily flip-flop as of tomorrow.
Absolutely. So if you have a specific location you want winning some points, make sure you guys are going out there to play tomorrow during that MegaSota game night. And then again on Wednesday for Wild Wednesday.
Yeah, but here we are, 2-1, and we are in this game number 17 of the broadcast. We'll see if we can give this out in 52 balls or less, $123 on the line. If we can't do it here, we'll be moving on from a 52 ball or less minor to a 56 ball or less minor.
Absolutely, but we do have some wild news as they are 44, 21, and 6 right now.
Yeah, Matt Brody and Jared Spurgeon each had a goal and an assist, helping the Minnesota Wild rally an early 3-goal deficit to beat the Los Angeles Kings 6-3 on Sunday. Kirill Kaprizov tied the franchise record with his 42nd goal.
That's
Go Kirill
awesome.
the Thrill. That's awesome to see him tying that franchise record. Now he just needs to beat it. And Matt Zuccarello, Marcus Foligno, and Nick Bergstead also scored as Minnesota ended a 2-game slide and improved to a 10-1-2 in the last 13 games. The Wild are also 8-0-1 in their last 9 home contests. 11 players had points for the Minnesota, which had its first 3-goal comeback win this season. The Wild are in a second place tie with St. Louis in the Central Division with a game in hand. It should be interesting to see who's going to get the win tomorrow as our Wild take on the Oilers with that second place standing on the line.
Absolutely. They're going to be going up against those Oilers at 7 p.m. for you guys tomorrow night. So definitely be prepared for that.
Yeah, and prepare for it by playing one of our favorite E-Tab games, one of the best E-Tab games all across the board.
Absolutely.
Let's go wild. Check out that Slapshot bonus round and have a good time.
Yeah, I guarantee you're going to love it, even if it is just the cash you get in your pocket. Definitely check that out and show some support for our Wild.
Definitely, but we are at 58 balls dropped on this one. That means we've clicked over to a $21 must-go prize. I see Stallion out there. KK Joe, we'll see you can take home this prize right here, right now. Thought it might happen as players are 2 balls away. It does.
Yeah.
There it is.
Tom over at Heidi's Bar in Sedan taking home that $21 must-go prize in this game number 17.
Yeah, now we're getting rolled into game number 18. That minor jackpot clicking up from 52 to 56.
That's what we like to see, and hopefully we can get this in your guys' pocket before it's too late.
Yeah, I think we can do it. I'm planning on being able to do it in this
game. We have
game.
to at least give one more out.
Exactly, that's the plan. One more out. We can't.
I will be aggravated if we only give out one.
Exactly, that'd be ridiculous.
That'd be an all-time low.
They'd probably tease us.
No, the boys, John and Will definitely tease us.
Oh, yeah. They'll be like, oh, you guys can't give out jackpots. And I know we can give out jackpots.
Oh, yeah.
He's lying. I've given out like 6 of them. But enough about all that. You guys are getting enrolled into this game number 18.
Absolutely.
And let's see if we can give out this 56 ball or less prize. But we do have a fishing report to get into, as this is the Lake of the Woods tourism done by Outdoors Weekly. We're checking in with the Rainy River. This was done on April 8th. Open water is now west of Clementson and nearly to Baudette. Boats are being launched in Vitas, Frontier, and Birchdale landings. Next up is Timbermill, then Wheeler's Point.
All right, we're working our way up, and so you guys definitely need to be prepared for that. That's super fun that we are officially on the open water now, and so that is super exciting. It means spring is officially here and summer is on its way.
Spring is sprung.
I love it.
That's such a good news to hear. But if just like when you guys win catch a giant fish, when you win a giant jackpot, take a photo of it. The best thing to do with that photo is to send it in to us. But you don't just have to win a giant jackpot to send a photo to us. You guys can be playing with your friends, your favorite bartender. Just you having a good time playing Pilot games is worth a player picture for us. You can share those on Facebook or by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. All you gotta do is post on whatever social media you want with the hashtag Pilot Games, and we'll be able to find it that way as well.
Absolutely. It's definitely a lot of fun, and we love seeing all your guys' smiling faces. So definitely send in some player pics if you're out there having a good old time.
Yeah, definitely. 25 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 18. So keep on getting enrolled, press and play, as we have a little bit of Vikings news to get into.
That's right. Jordan Davis should be on the Vikings radar.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those players that could address both value and need. And, I mean, just the way he played over there at Georgia definitely could make a reason for him to be at that number 12 spot.
Yeah, if those cornerbacks start coming off the board, Minnesota may be forced to change its focus to the defensive front and address that secondary later on. There are plenty of talented prospects in both areas of this draft, so one strategy really shouldn't be viewed as better than the other.
Yeah, I mean, he is. I think that is a great way to think about it. If we're not getting the best 2 cornerbacks, take the 3rd best cornerback, or take the best defensive tackle in the entire draft and see what you can do with that. I think that would be a great thing. And plus, it's all about potential when you're talking about Jordan Davis. He didn't put up crazy stats in college, but he showed crazy potential in college. He was a great run stopper in college, but he played with a bunch of other NFL talent there and really didn't get to show off all of his complete skill set. But then when it came to the combine, that's where he really, really shined and made a name for himself.
All right, that's super interesting. Yeah, he ended up running an otherworldly 4.78 40-yard dash and a broad jumped over 10 10 feet. Even more impressive was his 1.68 10-yard split. For reference, Daniel Hunter's split was 1.57, and he's also weighed 89 fewer pounds during his combine.
Yeah, this explosiveness is non-existent in the NFL for someone at Davis's size, or just in general for that matter, making him one of the few true unicorns in football.
Yeah, that is very, very impressive. Did you know I actually know like 3 other Jordan Davises?
No way. I know Jordan Davis too.
Yeah, there are a lot of Jordan Davises out in this world.
Yeah, there's one that he went to. He was at the the public high school while I was at my high school.
Yeah, I had 2 in my high school, and then one was actually a teacher at my high school, all at the same time.
That's so interesting.
One student was a female, the other was male, and then the teacher was a male. It was super fun. A lot of Jordan Davises. But yeah, that's super impressive. I mean, that is incredible how fast he was.
Yeah, well,
with the size that he has.
Well, let's I want to look up who's how many people he can outrun at that 40 time.
Massive, dude. But we do have Kimber as well as Nunya79, both splitting up that $31 Musco prize as we get enrolled in this next game, and that would be game number 19.
Yeah, definitely get enrolled for this one. We want to give out another jackpot really, really soon. Hopefully, game number 19 is the lucky one. But it looks like he ran a faster 40-yard dash time than Matthew Stafford. Back when he came out of Georgia and was able to do that. He also ran a faster time than Patrick Mahomes.
Really?
As well, another one. And Patrick Mahomes is a very mobile quarterback. Definitely some super incredible stuff.
Yeah, that's insane.
I wish they had just a list.
341 pounds.
Oh, he's huge. He's absolutely huge. I remember one of the first times I ever saw him was as a freshman in college, and he was like 360, 370 at that point. He was a really, really big boy. Like he's lost weight to become better at football. But I remember because he was like whatever he was at, huge as a freshman.
Yeah.
And I remember watching him stuff up the middle of the line. The running back runs around to the outside, and then he's taking off trying to catch up to the running back to the sideline. He beats the running back to the sideline and catches him. And I was like, that dude is way too big to be moving that fast.
Yeah.
And so then I've been following ever since. And Davis is just a ridiculous athlete. You even watch in like tape. He in like football in Georgia like practice tape. They'll be like, okay, we're gonna be running this DN drill. We don't normally run it with our we don't really run it with our D tackles, but this guy's the best at it. And they'd bring out Jordan Davis to be able to do those DN drills to show what happens on it. And it's just ridiculous the kind of talent this guy has. Now he just has to translate the talent onto the actual football field. Him surrounded by Daniel Hunter, Zadarius Smith could make for a really, really good opportunity for him to become one of the best D tackles in all of football.
I couldn't agree more, and so that's super exciting. We're definitely gonna have to see how he fares. Is he just someone we're looking at?
Yes, this is just a bunch of guys that are prospects for us.
Oh, right. And will we have like 2 weeks before the actual draft?
The NFL draft is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, I think it's the last week in April.
Let's look up the exact day for that NFL draft. It looks like it's going to be happening on April 28th, 2022.
Yeah, that's happening in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'm excited to see what they pick up. I want to talk about who they've actually drafted, not who they might draft anymore. I've talked too much about all the people that they could draft.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you guys want to show some support for our Twins, not our Twins, our Vikings, you guys can choose to play our eTab game Vikings Victory at any time. It's super, super fun, great graphics, and so if you guys want to pick a lucky letter in that skull bonus, you could end up winning some great prizes.
Yeah, you can also win some great prizes in the games that you're playing right now. Not only do you win great prizes, though, you also win points towards the Jackpot Hunter standings. Those standings have been super fun as we get these player standings start off in a tie. In 9th place, it's a two-way tie between Crazy Kid over at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 and Duh over at VFW Coon Rapids. They both have 37,000 points. Crazy Kid able to come from outside the standings into that tie. 8th place, we got Elsa over at Wild Boar Bar and Grill with 46,000 points. With 54,000 points in 7th place, we got Kimmy over at Lucky's Tavern. 5th place, moving up from 6th place into 5th place, we got Brother Nat over at the Chart House, tying it up with 2A Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar and Grill. They both have 57,000 points. With 61,000 points in 4th place, we got Kev over at the Deer Stand. 3rd place is Not Lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 83,000 points. With 99,000 points, super close to getting to 100,000 point club, we got Bowl at Corner Bar and Goodhue. And then that number 1 player, Bobo, at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 134,000 points.
Super impressive for our top 10s, but on the location side of things, it's even crazier. In 10th place, we have American Legion Fridley sitting with 67,000 points. In 9th place, getting pushed back from 8th, it's Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton with 68,000. With 74,000 points, also getting pushed back from 7th to 8th, it's Shady's Railside in Rice. And then rising up from 9th into 7th, pushing both of those locations back, it was Tasty Pizza Hanger 45 in Hilltop, sitting with 75,000 points exactly.
But we have a winner, G-Force, some of my favorite guinea pigs over at Bourbon. Oh, that's Bourbon. Oh my gosh, I couldn't read. Bourbon Room Cross Lake. That's why I have you read for me sometimes. We got $41.60 going out on that Musco. Good job, G-Force. And now we're getting enrolled into a game number 20. And that jackpot is clicking up from 56 to 60 balls or less. Definitely get after this one because it could be going out in this game number 20.
Absolutely. But I was just talking about Tasty Pizza Hanger 45, who is our newest location in that 75,000 point club. Next up in 6th place, we got Billy's Rockford sitting with 78,000 points. Then with 79,000 right ahead of them in 5th place, it was Gas Can Bar and Grill, and they were tied up, but Gas Can was able to accumulate 1,000 more points to separate that tie. Then in 4th, it's Concordia Lanes in New Ulm sitting with 91,000. With 138,000 in 3rd place, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. And then in 2nd place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park sitting with 159,000 points. And then with 346,000 points in 1st place, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue.
Yeah, good job to all of those locations. Absolutely killing it in the games that you're playing right now. You guys just have 1 minute and 30 seconds, though, to get into this game of Jackpot Hunter. It should be a really, really good one. But as you guys are getting rolled into this, we have some celebrity birthdays. The first one, a really, really cool guy.
Yeah, no, on this day in 1899, Percy Levon Julian was born, the African-American chemist who received 130 patents and pioneer in the chemical synthesis of medicinal drugs from plants.
That is insane.
Wow.
That is really, really cool. Being able to use plants within our medical field has been a huge part of medicine for years. And for him to be one of the first big pioneers of it is really cool.
Yeah, he was able to figure out how to synthesize important medicinal compounds from compound plant sources, making them more affordable to mass produce.
Wow. And so now it's able to, then it was able to be purchased by the average person. That is really cool. Happy birthday, Percy Levon Julian.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, we do have another celebrity birthday. Born in 1952, we got Michael Shea, an American director and actor. He was in The Fugitive, The Wild Wild West, as well as Mission Impossible. I like Mission Impossible, so that's why he gets up on there for me.
The Wild Wild West is a good one, too. That's a Will Smith movie.
Really? I'm not familiar with that.
It's super interesting. I put it on one time, and the opening scene is a man running through the woods as like a metal disc tries to like decapitate him.
Really?
And it's super interesting because it's very different than what you would expect looking up Wild Wild West. So I remember Will just being like, "What did you put on?" It's just like, it's a Will Smith movie.
That's funny. He's directed it looks like 74 episodes of Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah, it seems like he does a lot of
That's funny. He does a bunch of different reality shows.
X on the
Cake
Beach.
Wars, Cupcake Wars.
Yeah.
That's super funny. Restaurant Impossible. That must be a playoff.
Cake Boss. Wow.
I didn't realize the big contributor to that market of shows.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was a career diplomat and also an author of political theories and nonfiction.
That is awesome.
I might be thinking of a different person. This is Michael Shea, the diplomat.
Yeah, I think you're looking at the wrong Michael Shea.
Yep.
But it looks like he also helped. He was second unit director or assistant director in a lot of other big things like King of the Jungle #2. That I don't know that one.
The
actually.
Andy Dick Show. I can't read. It's too far away. I need glasses.
Yeah.
Children of the Corn.
That's super interesting. Well, happy birthday, Michael Shea. We are creeping towards that 60 ball or less minor prize. People are 5 balls away. We'll see if it can happen right here in these next couple balls. Next up on our celebrity birthday list, though, is Tricia Heffler, born in 1974, Canadian model and actress. And the only reason I put her on there is because I love the scene from The Office where he goes, Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. And
She's from Battlestar Galactica.
yeah, she acted in Battlestar Galactica from 2004 to 2009.
She was also in Lucifer, the TV show.
Okay, 2.5 Men.
Van Helsing.
We do have a winner on this one, though, as we have Ryan at Wild Boar Bar and Grill and Anthony over at Bears Den Sports Bar, splitting that $63.20 must-go prize in this game number 20. We are now getting into game number 21. So get enrolled, press play. We plan on giving out this jackpot in this game, but it's not clicking up from 60 to 64. So we're staying right at that 60 count. We'll see if it can go out.
Absolutely. And
I'm
so
planning on
hopefully
it.
we can. But if it doesn't, we're already over $300. So this very next game, it's going to be clicking up to 64 balls for you guys. But also on this day in 1987, we had Joss Stone, born Jocelyn Stoker, the American singer-songwriter known for the Soul Sessions.
Okay, that must be the band she was in. Not familiar with her or her music, but maybe I know some of the songs.
I don't think so.
Really? Okay, yeah, she's known, English singer, songwriter, and actress. She rose to fame in late 2003 with her multi-platinum debut album, The Soul Sessions, which made the 2014 Mercy Prize shortlist.
Very cool.
Yeah, super young still, only 35 years old.
Yeah, very pretty woman.
Really interesting stuff.
Very cool. Well, happy birthday to Joss Stone.
Yeah,
I can't say I really know much of her work, or I don't think I've really heard about her before, but she's got some impressive work. She's a multi-platinum debut album winner.
Yeah, definitely some really, really cool stuff there.
Yeah.
Has some really big albums. The 2003 release of Soul Sessions was big. It's got Super Duper Love, The Chokin' Kind.
Fell in Love with a Boy.
Yeah, if you know any of those, then you're a fan of Josh Stone. Gostone? Is that how you say her name?
Joss.
Joss Stone. Well, good job. Born in 1987. Next up is the horse. Born in 2013. Arrogate, it's American thoroughbred racehorse, Breeder Club Classic winner, world's best racehorse in 2016, was the Pegasus World Cup winner, as well as the Dubai World Cup winner in 2017.
Really? That's super impressive.
Yeah, definitely some cool stuff. I wonder if he still races.
Probably not.
Yeah, he won the 2016 Travers Stakes in a track record time in his first stakes appearance. He then won the Breeders' Cup Classic and was named America's champion 3-year-old male horse and world's best racehorse in 2016.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh, he passed away. That's sad.
Yeah. I kind of figured if he was competing in 2016 that he'd be out of commission.
But he was only born in 2013. I don't know how long an average horse life is, though, I guess. But definitely some crazy stuff there. We're trying to give out this jackpot, though. $405 on this one.
Oh.
25 to 30 years, so he had a short life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super sad. But good job. Arrogate, definitely made a mark in the horse racing world while he had his chance. We do have a little bit of Timberwolves news as they're trying to make some Timberwolves history, doing some big stuff in the playoffs as they're 46-36 on the season. End of the regular season. That's our final record for our regular season. Getting over a 45-win season. That's always a good sign of success. Like, I feel like that's the bar that you want to hit on a regular season mark, is getting over that 45-win mark. And our Timberwolves were able to do it. And the Wolves were able to lock into that 7th place spot in the Western Conference earlier in the week. They will host the Los Angeles Clippers in the play-in game Tuesday night. So just tomorrow it's going to happen. Even Chris Finch said this is a good first step. This needs to be a foundation of what we are trying to build. And regardless of what happens from here, we've got lots of things that we've learned. And I think there's nothing right. This is completely right. We are a young team that can do a lot of good just by being in these kind of situations, playing in the playoffs. Some of these guys, it's their first opportunity to ever even compete in the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, it's going to be super exciting, and so I can't wait to see them go up against the Clippers tomorrow night at 8:30 for you guys.
That is going to be so exciting. I'm not going to be on air tomorrow to be able to give my prediction on the game, and so I'll give it here before we announce this nice winner, the Maid over at Eagles Montana, barely missing out, one ball away from taking home that prize. It's a $89.40 must-go prize. Definitely some good stuff. But we're about to give out a minor jackpot in the final game of Jackpot Hunter. So get enrolled. Press play. Unfortunately, we will not.
We have 2 more games.
Do we only have 2 more games left? Oh, we still have 2 more games. Awesome. So we'll stick around. We'll stick around for this game. I was going to take a quick break because, business calls, and but I will stick around for another 5 minutes to try and give out this prize. 64 balls or less for this one.
Yeah, we're super excited about it, and so you guys have just about 2 minutes left to get enrolled in the second to last game, and so definitely try your hand at it. That minor is growing super quickly as so many of you guys are going to be trying to get this into your pocket this time.
$550 right now to take that one home.
Over $200 that just sprung up.
Oh, wow, that is going to be a huge prize. I'm sure the Musco is going to be huge as well, so keep on getting rolled, press and play. But my prediction for the first game of the Timberwolves Clippers series, I am going to say that we are going to get a win right off the bat. We seem hot right now. We are going to get off to a really hot scoring mark. We're going to do our classic, get into a huge lead in the first half and hold on to it throughout. We are going to play some of our best defense, and I think this is going to be the series where we see Kat really step up and try and become a more elite defensive player.
Do you have a score prediction?
My score prediction is going to be a little bit lower scoring since we are in the playoffs. Defensive-minded players are going to be really coming out there and getting after it. I'm going to say it's going to be 110 Clippers, 114 Timberwolves.
I was going to say 18.
Really close game. That's my prediction. But you're here tomorrow to be able to make a prediction. And
no, John and I will go over all this again for you guys tomorrow at lunchtime.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. But also on that lunchtime, you're earning points towards the twiking zone. And so let's hop back into that twiking zone once again. I think you took the players last time, so I'll take them this time. In 10th place, we got Mikey Wins at Steve O's. 9th place is Bryzo over at Big Dog Sports Cafe. 8th place is Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park. 7th place is Dago 11 over at Polar Lounge. 6th place is GTZ over at the Midi. 5th place is Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue. 4th place is Yo-Yo over at Riverside Store and Tavern. 3rd place is Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven. 2nd place is Sinbob at Corky's Bar South Haven. And in 1st place, we got Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley.
You want to hear my hot take?
What's your hot take?
Loser Dave is going to be pushed back to 10th place, and then his newcomer, Loser Dave with an S, is going to kick himself out.
Oh, that'd be interesting. That'd be really, really cool.
Yeah, I just thought about that, and I was like, that'd be kind of funny if that happened. That's what I want to happen now.
Fingers crossed. He's always getting wins under Loser Dave, so we'll see if he can do it. We got Buy Me a Beer out there. Maybe
win a round.
Yeah, win this minor jackpot, and you'll be able to get yourself lots of beers.
Absolutely, but I'm going to hop right into these location standings. As in 10th place, we have Main Street Pub and Kimball. 9th place is VFW Blaine. 8th place is Steve-O's in Crystal. 7th is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. 6th place is Our Place on 3rd and Faribault. 5th place is Eagles Rochester in Rochester. 4th place is Corner Bar in Goodhue in Goodhue. And then 3rd place, American Legion Fridley. 2nd place, Corky's Bar, South Haven. And then our 1st place location, VFW Spring Lake Park, just absolutely killing it.
Yeah, they really have been killing it so far this season in the 500,000 point club. Really good stuff.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at that. I got, that's what I call my grandma, Yaya, out there playing.
Yaya.
We do have Oh Please out there. We'll see who can get the win. 40 balls dropped, almost 40 balls dropped on this one as we're creeping towards that 64 ball or less minor cap off, and so we need to get it out. We do have some movies released on today, and the first one is a funny, awkward, I don't know how to explain it. It's Joe Dirt. It was released in 2001 on today, and there's some, I mean, really big time comedians that are in that.
Yeah, there's David Spade as the main actor. He's Joe Dirt himself. Christopher Walken's in it. Adam Beach, Kid Rock.
That's so funny.
All right, well, here is the synopsis. He is the wrong person at the wrong time He is the wrong person at the wrong place at the wrong time. Joe Dirt is a janitor with a mullet hairdo, acid wash jeans, and a dream to find the parents that he lost at the Grand Canyon when he was 8. As he was wandering, misguided search takes him from one misadventure to another. He finds his way to Los Angeles, where a shock jock played by Dennis Miller brings Joe on the radio to insult him. But as Joe's story unfolds, jeers turn to cheers, and an entire city is captivated.
We do have a winner. It's Brother Nat over at the Char House in Lakeville, taking home that jackpot of $572, as well as $134 on that one. You want to do some quick math for me?
That will be $606.95.
Yeah, good job. $706, you mean?
$706.
Good job, Brother Nat, getting the win. We're going to be taking a break for the final game of Jackpot Hunter, and we'll be back to play some Lucky 4 bingo with you.
All right. 1,000. But with 69,000 in 7th place, we have Shady's Railside and Rice. 6th place is Gas Can Bar and Grill in Brainerd, sitting with 74,000 points. With 77,000 points in 5th place, it's Billy's Rockford in Rockford. 4th place is Concordia Lanes in New Ulm with 88,000 points. Then in 3rd place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 129,000 points. With 148,000 points in 2nd place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park in Spring Lake Park. And then our number 1 location, if you couldn't have guessed it, I don't know how you couldn't have, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue. In Goodhue, sitting with a whopping 337,000 points.
Oh, yeah, and our mega jackpot in Jackpot Hunter is getting huge. And so you guys want to be coming out, trying to win huge cash prizes, as well as points towards those Jackpot Hunter standings. And so make sure we see you there from 4 to 6. There it is, 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
Saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and we are getting into this game of Lucky 4 Bingo, but while we got off air, we were talking about some fun movies that were released today. In 2001, we had Joe Dirt, but we still got two more to go over.
Absolutely. On this day in 2003, Anger Management was released.
Good old Adam Sandler movie.
I actually have not seen this one.
I haven't seen it either, so I need to watch it. But I'm surprised that you haven't seen it.
I know. There's a few Adam Sandler movies I haven't seen.
It had a few other big. It had a big other name. Yeah, Jack Nicholson. Nicholson. They both play. They both have anger management issues, and
John Turturro.
Yeah,
Woody Harrelson's in it.
Yeah. Will said it was a funny movie.
This seems like it'd be up Will's alley.
Yeah. Next up, released in 2014, we had Rio 2. I don't remember Rio 2, but Rio 1 was one of my favorite animated movies when it came out, just because of the soundtrack that came with it.
Oh, Rio 2 is when they're in the jungle.
Yes, I've seen it, but I don't remember it at all.
Yes, I just couldn't even remember the plot line. I definitely have seen it, but that is super cute. Yeah, no, Rio has some of the best music done in a Disney movie for sure.
Oh, love the music in it, and it was just a super funny movie when it came out.
Yeah.
We do have people going after this mega. Not going to be giving out the major either. It's going to have to be a mini prize.
Absolutely, but we do have some things to talk about as we want to showcase the top fives of what you guys are earning points for right now. And so in these top five, did you take the players?
Yeah, to go after it.
All right, well, in fifth place, we have Brother Nat as well as 2A Girl tied up. And then we got Kev in fourth, Not Lucky in third, Bull in second, and then Bobo in first.
Yeah, fifth is Gas Can Bar and Grill. Fourth is Concordia Lanes. Third is Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards. Second is VFW Spring Lake Park. And in first place is Quarter Bar and Goodhue. And our player spotlight of this broadcast is Matt24 over at Acapulco, Woodbury, taking home $134,776. Last Thursday, and Acapulco Woodbury supports the Oakdale Athletic Association.
Yeah, and they're an independent nonprofit youth organization administrated and managed by volunteer adults. All residents of Oakdale are eligible to become members of the OAA as well, but there it is.
Steelers over at Wild Bills taking home that Musco prize. Good job, Steelers.
Yeah, congrats to all of our winners out there from this happy hour show. We're about to begin enrolled in some Skull Bingo, so stick around, try your hand at them, and remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Well, our favorite part of this job is giving out huge cash prizes, and we definitely did so this weekend, giving out 17 jackpots over just the weekend, giving us a total jackpots of 308 jackpots heading into this week of Season 11.
Oh, it's been super exciting to see, and on Friday, we got it started outright with Grumpy over at Corner Bar and Grill in Winstead, who took home $877.
Then Gilligan over at Port 507 Bar took home $829.
Oh, yeah, but then Ken over at Titan Sports Saloon got a whopping $880.
Well, not to end Friday too quickly, but the last jackpot on Friday was Met 24 over at Wild Bill's Sports Saloon in Woodbury, taking home $628.
Oh, yeah, but then Saturday got started off with a bang as Beamer over at Moose Lodge, Alberta Lake got to take home a whopping $9,998.
We also had Terry over at VFW Brooklyn Park taking home $755.
Oh, yeah, but then Dan over at American Legion Shaska got to take home $713.
Frank and Bean over at Riverboat Depot took home $615.
Nicely done. Next up, we had Player over at Harpo's who got to take home $1,640.
Good job, Player. We also had the final jackpot on Saturday go out to Bergie over at Silver Star Saloon, taking home $929.
Oh, yeah, but then the biggest jackpot of the weekend went out to Ash over at Hiller's Last Call Liquor, who got to take home $37,641.
Oh, yeah, but also on Sunday, we had Chuck over at Poppers taking home $740.
Then next up, we had Sheila at Vic's Bar and Grill Moorhead taking home $22,878.
Yeah, Sunday's total jackpots was insane.
Crazy.
Because you haven't even win over the second largest jackpot. Obviously, Ash was the largest, but the second largest still to come. I got one more, though, to talk about before you talk about that great jackpot, and that was CJH over at Neighbors Pub Dover, taking home $680.
Yep, and then the second biggest jackpot that went out on Sunday, the last one that went out, it was Brittany over at La Playette getting to take home $26,655.
Yeah, well, good job to all those players taking home some really, really nice jackpots over the weekend. And so remember, when you're playing Pilot games, your community wins.
See ya.
Hey guys, and some of our favorite bingo is the brand new Twins bingo that has just came back over the last few weeks, and it's been super, super fun. And you guys have been playing that Twins bingo from 12 to 1, earning points towards the twiking zone.
Oh yeah, so I'm going to jump right into where these players are starting off, and we jump right into a tie in 10th place between Pooba at Brian's Bar and Grill and Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon, both with 77,000 points. With 81,000 points in 9th place, we have Brizo at Big Dog Sports Cafe. 8th place is Looser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park. With 87,000 points.
Yeah, great point total for Loser Dave.
Absolutely. But in 7th place, we got Doggo 11 over at the Polar Lounge with 89,000. With 102,000 points, officially in that 100,000 point club. In 6th place, we got GTZ over at Sal's Bar and Grill. 5th place is Bobo at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 108,000 points. Yo-Yo sits with 111,000 points over at Main Street Pub in 4th place. 3rd place is Nana at Corky's Bar South Haven with 121,000. With 128,000 points in 2nd place, we have Simbob at Corky's Bar South Haven. And then in 1st place is Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley with 151,000 points.
What a great player standings. In our location standings, in 9th place, we start off in a tie between Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale and VFW Blaine. They both have 109,000 points. With 121,000 points in 8th place, we got Steve-O's in Crystal. 7th place is Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 131,000 points. With 193,000 points in 6th place, we got Our Place on 3rd and Faribault. 5th place, it's Eagles Rochester with 196,000 points. Super close to getting to that 200,000 point club. But in that club in 4th place, we got Corner Bar and Goodhue with 228,000 points. With 233,000 points in 3rd place, we got American Legion Fridley. 2nd place, it's Corky's Bar South Haven with 327,000 points. And in 1st place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with 534,000 points.
Nicely done. Super, super exciting. So definitely come out each and every day from 12 to 1 and try your hand at our Twins Bingo.